Hello friends, Happy New Year and let's give a warm welcome to January 2025. I know many of you were eagerly anticipating this setup and I truly appreciate your patience and I apologize for the delay. The truth is, I've been busy wrapping up some work tasks for my full-time job and I also took some much-needed time off to be with my family. I've been reflecting on the balance between my personal and professional life recently, and I realized that I needed to give myself the space to not feel pressure about posting by a specific due date. It's important for me to follow my own pace and to also spend some quality time with the people I love. And the holidays were like a reminder that I was getting a bit too caught up with work and needed that time to reconnect with my loved ones. But now, I'm back and I'm excited to share my January 2025 plan with you all. For this month's theme, I'm going with a Little Twin Stars theme which was actually inspired by one of my lovely subscribers, and I thought it would be such a cute and dreamy theme to start off 2025. For those who are not familiar with Little Twin Stars, here's a quick intro. So Little Twin Stars are a pair of Sanrio siblings created back in 1975. They are similar to angels and consist of a little boy with blue hair called Kiki and a little girl with long pink hair called Lala. Kiki is curious and full of energy and he loves stars fishing and inventing new things, while Lala enjoys drawing, writing poems, and is great at cooking. They were born on a star called Omoiyari star, the star of compassion in the dream star cloud, and they travel a long way to Earth to become wonderful shining stars. And with Lala's star wand in hand, they have been spreading positivity, joy, and love to everyone they meet after arriving on Earth. And to be honest, this theme feels like the perfect way to start off the first month of the year, bringing in all that positivity, joy, and dreaminess that we need to kick off the new year. So for the cover page, I drew Kiki and Lala riding on a large star, flying across the sky with a rainbow behind them. I used a brown fineliner to outline the drawings, and I love how the thicker lines give the artwork a cute and soft feel. There's just something about thick lines that makes everything look extra adorable. And after I'm done with the outlines, I went into color with my acrylic markers, focusing on three main pastel colors, yellow, pink, and blue, which reflect the iconic branding colors of Little Twin Stars. To add dimension, I layer in slightly darker shades of blue and pink and finish it off with white highlights to make the colors pop. And as for the font, I'm so proud of how it turned out. At first, I wasn't sure about it, but I trusted the process and it turned out even cuter than I imagined. It really matches the Little Twin Stars aesthetic and ties everything together beautifully. And lastly, to complete the cover page, I decorated the top and bottom of the page with this dreamy clouds and rainbows washi tape from Notebook Therapy's Suki Rainbow Wishes collection. And once the cover page is done, I move on to setting up my monthly log, which gives an overview of the entire month. For anyone who's just starting bullet journaling in 2025, a monthly log is where you can track events like birthdays, holidays, appointments, meetings, exam dates, and so much more. And for my monthly log, I'm doing a one-page spread with a large calendar in the center and a notes section below it for any important notes. And to keep the aesthetics cohesive with the cover page, I added some decorative touches like a rainbow and a few stars to tie everything together and keeping it looking dreamy. And next, I'm setting up my trackers. The left page will be my mood tracker and the right page will be my habit tracker. And for both the titles, I kept the same style as my monthly log, using a white washi tape as the background with the cutout titles placed on the top. It gives the pages a nice cohesive look and keeps everything feeling neat and put together. And for the trackers, I'm using a line graph format. On the vertical axis, I list down all the days of the month, and on the horizontal axis, I note the different moods and habits that I want to track. And if you're wondering how I'm going to use them, here's a short explanation how. So for my mood tracker, I will plot my mood on the corresponding day, and by the end of the month, I'll have a line graph showing how my mood fluctuated. Meanwhile, for the habit tracker, I'll simply mark a cross on the habits that I've completed each day. And for your information, the habits that I'm tracking are working out, skincare, taking vitamins, flossing, and keeping both myself and my plants hydrated. And since there is quite a bit of empty space, I decided to draw Kiki and Lala in between the two line graphs. I drew them on their own stars, soaring across a beautiful sky filled with stars and rainbows. The illustration really adds a cute, dreamy touch to the pages, and I think it ties beautifully with the little twin stars theme. However, it did take a bit more time than usual, around 40 minutes for these two pages. But with some calming music in the background, I can just focus on enjoying the creative flow and not rush through it. It's a therapeutic experience for me, and it feels so nice to unwind while making art. It also aligns perfectly with my personal goal that I've set for this year, which is to embrace the creative process even more, reminding myself that journaling is about the journey, not just the end result, and that it's okay to take my time and enjoy the art of creating. Next, I'm moving on to one of my most trusty page, which is my budget tracker. This page helps me to stay on top of all my incomes and expenses throughout the month. For the setup, I'm sticking with the same layout I've used in previous months. It's a simple table with 4 columns, one for the date, one for the details, a plus sign is for income, and a minus sign is for expenses. And at the very bottom, I total up both the income and expenses to keep everything in check. And fun fact is that I've been using this same budget tracker layout ever since I've started bullet journaling. And honestly, I still really love the functionality of it. It keeps everything organized and it's easy to track, which makes managing my finances so much more simpler. Definitely recommend this format if you're just starting out as well. And the page next to my budget tracker is my brain dump page. I often get a lot of questions about how to use it, and as the name suggests, it's simply a place to dump everything from your brain. It can be your thoughts, ideas, reminders, you name it. Personally, I use it as a reminder space for things like grocery lists and brainstorming ideas for video content. It's a great way for me to clear my mind and just get everything down in one place. So for this page, I kept it very simple, leaving lots of empty spaces for writing, and to keep the theme cohesive, I just added some cute drawings of Kiki and Lada from little twin stars. And the last pages that I'm going to show you all today is my first weekly spread for January. So what exactly is a weekly spread? It's almost like the same as the monthly log, which is an overview of the month, but this is an overview of the entire week from Monday to Sunday. So as you can see here, there's 7 boxes for all the 7 days of the week, and in those boxes is where I will be writing my daily tasks, and sometimes if there's an event, I'll write that down too. And for this Plan With Me video, I'll be only setting up my first weekly spread for this month, and I'll set up the others and post them on my Instagram. So be sure to follow my Instagram at lootengstudio. And oh yeah, for the design of the weekly spread, I didn't draw Kiki and Lala as there were limited spaces, but I still have elements of them by making the header of each box look like a rainbow and adding a star at the corner of each box to write down the date. It's simple and yet it fits the overall aesthetic. And now, here's the final flip through of my bullet journal setup for January 2025. I'm beyond happy with how the theme turned out. Not only does it look adorable, but the meaning behind it, which is spreading joy and positivity as we welcome the new year, makes it even more special. So yeah, if you enjoyed the setup too, please remember to like and subscribe and follow my Instagram at lootengstudio. Wishing everyone a joyful, fulfilling year ahead filled with light and positivity. Once again, thank you so much for watching and Happy New Year. I'll see you guys in the next video.